everyone, Readers A 32 back with a look at this week's mail. Mostly game related, but I did get some decks. All three of the decks I got are by Crab Fragment Labs and James Ernest, who's known for a lot of different games, particularly card games. And they are all designed specifically for games, but they're also playing cards. The first one is the Vines deck, which is a 5-suited deck made for a whole bunch of different trick-taking games. And then there's the Pauses deck, which is very similar. It's a 5-suited deck also made with trick-taking and other games in mind. Now this one, the Vines, as I mentioned, has cards Ace through 7 in the 5 suits, plus 4 court cards per suit. The Knight, the Bishop, the Farmer, and the T is the Tar, which I believe is slang for sailor. The Pauses deck is 5 suits as well, and it has cards numbered 1 through 10, specifically numbered, no aces. And the 11th card, which is represented by the E, which is the 11th card, or the Emperor card. I got one more from him. It is the Island deck. This is the flower back version. There's also a beach back version, but it didn't seem very nice, so I didn't go for it. And this one is a 6-suited deck, which has cards from Ace through 7 in 6 suits, as you see them there, and also a King and Queen in each suit. So these are all produced through DriveThruCards.com. You can order them there, and they put them on demand and then ship them to you. I actually have another one from there coming. Also by James Ernest and Crab Fragment Labs. Links in the description to their websites. And you can also look at PDFs on all the different card games you can play with these decks via the website. Then the rest is games. I got a couple games here that are by John Barron and his company, Barron John Games, from Kickstarter. The first is the new one, Tricky Time Crisis, which is a trick-taking game about superheroes and villains and not creating time paradoxes, which happens if you have to play, or you, basically it's a must not follow, and if you are forced basically to play a card of a suit that's already been played, you've created a time paradox, and that ends the round. So it's kind of cool. I like it. I got that one coming up next month. Along with this one, this will be here for Halloween on the channel. It is Best Candy on the Block, another trick-taking game. This one with trick-or-treating theme, Halloween theme. So pretty cool. Also from the same creator. Very small, poker size, just slightly bigger box. Then I got some other games here. These ones I got from Philibert in France, which unfortunately is shipped through DHL, and DHL charged me extra fees, unfortunately. I had planned on getting a third game, which I pre-ordered, but because of all the charges, I said, screw it. Forget that one, it's going to cost me more money, just ship me the other two, and they did. These are both new games. This one is from Catch Up Games. It's called Mind Up, where it's about playing cards in sequences and then collecting cards based on, the sequence. Whoever plays the lowest card gets the lowest card, and so forth. And you're trying to score points. Unfortunately, the box is en français, because it is, or in French, if you don't understand that, because it is a French version. And the other game I got is from Gigamech. It's called Light It. It comes in this nice metallic case, tin case, also in French. And it's about trying to play cards again, kind of in numerical order to score points, and knowing when to kind of cash out, if you will. And then I got one more game. This one's bigger. I just got it, just picked it up in the post office yesterday. And it is an older game by Queen Games. And after doing a play through video on Alhambra, the card game, which is an older card game, it got me interested in seeing if there was anything else from Queen Games that I'd be interested in. I found one. It's called Thebes. And the Tomb Raiders. And you see here on the back, a little bit of a setup. It's a cool little game that's about archaeology and tomb raiding and stuff like that. It's based on a board game, it's a card game version, which my understanding basically plays the same, except it's without the board, but very similar gameplay. And yeah, again, this is an older game, came out 12 years ago, but it looked pretty cool. I got it on eBay. So that is that for this week. It is a long weekend, Labor Day, at least for most people, or a lot of people, at least in North America, and some other places. So relax, enjoy your time off work, and we'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching.